1, 2, 3, 4.
We're horny. We're horny for love.
Cheers and welcome back to
to
Horny
Horny
for
for
Love.
Ooh, that felt so good
It's
to say.
so good to see my
God.
My voice is like gone, or else I
I've
would have.
missed you,
I've
and-
missed you.
and beyond that, I've missed all of you.
All of you.
The
we've missed
royal
all
you.
of
It's been
you.
such a long, enjoyable 2 weeks, but now we're back
For you.
for you.
Were we off for 2 weeks or just one for them?
I don't know. Well, no, just one.
For them, just one.
Yeah, it wasn't as hard for you guys as it was for John Anthony.
Yeah, I was alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are always thinking about you guys.
Always, every day, I wake up thinking about the listeners.
And what are you thinking about them?
I hope they're happy, and I hope they're eating good food, and I hope that they get to spend some time in the sun today.
That is so wholesome. And I wish that for you guys too. Wait, who the fuck are you?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know anymore.
Wow, a lot has changed in the last 2 weeks.
Literally, yes. I'm John Anthony, and I am. As my therapist told me today, reminding myself to make room for context.
What the fuck? Wait, I'm John Anthony, and I'm, as my therapist reminded me today, making room from context.
Reminding myself to make room for context.
Okay.
In all situations.
In what situation is she referring to?
So just all things, yeah. Therapy's got, sorry guys. I mean, I've got to set a boundary somewhere. What I talk about in therapy has to be confidential.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, I thought my mom was ignoring me, but it seems
it
like
looks
she's
like
calling me right now while we're
Let's
doing the
answer!
podcast.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let's talk to my mom on the pod. By the way, my mom calls this a broadcast. So
I like that. It seems professional.
yeah, but for those of you that are wondering, oh, does your mom know that you talk about your sex life on the internet? No, she doesn't.
Mine does.
Okay.
And sometimes she listens.
Really? Hi,
She-
Faith.
Anyway, who are you? Who the hell even could this be? Miss Tan-iana Johnson?
Andrea Lee Christensen, currently peeling from a sunburn. Sea siren.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Mythological.
Well, if you guys wanted to know why, I just came back from a trip to Mexico.
Yeah, I know that people have been waiting to hear about that.
So
You kind of teased it.
I'm kind of not engaged. I'm
Ooh.
kind of unfortunately have to reveal. Although I did ask him to marry me over some shots. He was like, okay, cheers to anything. Surprise me. Even something stupid. I was like, will you marry me? And he was like, I think he said yes. But,
Oh my god.
yeah, we're not engaged.
Okay. Looney Toony Uni.
So we went to Mexico City and then Puerto Escondido, which is wild. Because, dude, for some reason, there's all these travel articles about it, like Condé Nast Traveler, New York Times, Thriller. So you think it's okay, gonna be kind of undiscovered, but kind of bougie, but it's actually kind of jungle. There's unpaved roads and you kind of actually feel like you're in the middle of nowhere.
A little spooky.
Oh my God. We stayed in 2 Airbnbs. The first one was next to this abandoned resort. It looked like it was out of Arabian Nights, and I hadn't seen a single soul on the resort the entire time. It was so scary.
Ew.
And one night in the middle of the night, the entire that part of town lost power for a second. And our Airbnb was all open air, did not have doors or anything. So I was on a hammock and then all of a sudden just black. And then I was like, oh my God, this is a horror movie right now.
That is actually a horror movie.
It was actually so scary. I was like, oh my God, what if my boyfriend was gone? What would happen? What would happen?
That's terrifying.
It was terrifying.
Wait,
Yeah.
You want to know the craziest thing I did this morning?
What? Was it poop related?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually no. Okay, so I've been getting in the habit where I like eat really late at night, 'cause when we get off of work, I like go home and eat. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm not like immediately hungry yet.
Okay.
So I didn't eat anything, and then I was hungry. And then I was like, I have to go record the pod, so I'll just like make myself some toast really quick, just like some toast. Maybe I'll throw some jam on there.
Okay, crazy.
And then I looked inside the fridge and I said, "What's that?" And I was like, I still have some prosciutto left.
Ooh.
I still have some capricola left.
Whoa.
I said, okay, I'm going to feel like European this morning. I'm going to take my toast. I'm going to put some butter on it, and I'm just going to slab some prosciutto on there. Slab some other cured meats.
Whoa. Multiple cured
meats.
In one go.
In one go. And I said, I've got a couple of mini heirloom tomatoes. Why don't I just smash those down onto the bread?
Wow.
And I felt very European this morning.
That is so cultured.
It was like, this is what they do in France. Like, this is their breakfast, you know?
Italy even.
Or Italy even.
'Cause the prosciutto and the tomatoes.
Yeah,
it's kind of giving
Italy
to
yeah,
me.
I felt very Italian this morning.
Wow, your heritage.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know how like when you're running low on groceries, you just have to get creative?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was giving.
Well, I just always order in, not frugal for. But neither was this trip.
Certainly not this trip. Was
But,
for girl of all.
It was really helpful to have a boyfriend there.
Why?
'Cause so frugal girl fall is not that much of a concern.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, that's nice.
Love you.
Oh gosh. Should we tap into our newest segment?
Our enemies.
Oh my God! Wow, I didn't know you were gonna say it right there.
Oh.
Let's take that back. Our enemies. Do you have any? Oh, sorry. Tell them what this segment is.
What?
We never told them what the podcast was.
Horny for love.
No, what's it about? We never told them this.
Okay, two reform
Oh my God, I'm so
reclaim
sorry.
their sexuality weekly in Los Angeles. Now you're all caught
Well,
up.
because there's every episode, there's thousands of new listeners, and they didn't get to hear what the podcast is about.
Oh my God, but they friggin' know. It's on our TikTok bio.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
Guys, I forgot to tell you. Please subscribe. And can you comment or something?
Seriously.
Please, can you comment a thing or two?
Wait,
for
guys,
us?
guys, wait.
Guys.
Something else I wanted to say that I forgot to tell you about the podcast and the listeners.
What?
This is an official call to action. This is an official open call. We want you to write us a question that you want us to answer on the pod, an advice story you want us to refer on.
Two little girls to help you with your problems.
Tell us something crazy about your love life, and we'll tell you something crazier. No, we'll tell you how to make it better.
Or if it's perfect, we will applaud you.
We will applaud you
publicly.
Even. So please.
Or if you could teach us a sex tip or two.
Anything.
Because we're learning. We're still learning.
Anything. All of the above. And I want us to do like a listener, like,
we need more engagement.
Engagement. But I want to do like a listener segment on the pod.
We want
to
engage with you guys.
We want to engage, not the way that you did not get engaged on your trip. We actually do want to engage you.
We want to engage to you.
We want to engage to you. So you can DM us. You can DM us preferably on Horny for Love
DMs are
Pod
open.
On Instagram. You can DM either of us personally if you so choose. Just state the purpose. You can email us even if you really decide to.
But we prefer DMs.
We prefer DMs. It's more immediate, actually.
Yeah. And guys, please give us a little review, okay?
Something.
On Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Jesus.
Subscribe on wherever you're like listening to it right now. Just click that little button, write a little something, please. This is me, a girl, coming to you.
Another
for
girl.
For help.
Maybe. Okay. Anyway.
I just had to get that out of the
got
way.
all that out of the way. Sometimes
Okay.
spontaneity just happens, and we have to ride that wave.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the hate in our heart.
Yeah. Our enemies. You were gonna tell them what this segment was about.
Our enemies. We hold grudges in our hearts, and we have to get them off our chest.
Thank you.
Yes.
Because hearts, they can be full of love. They could also be full of hate.
Yeah.
No, we're not full of hate.
You can say it.
Full of anger. Full of love or full of anger?
Yeah. My mom made me go to acupuncture to 'cause she thought I had too much anger in my body.
She might be right.
Okay, well, it definitely doesn't help with
With her. Is that what you're gonna say?
I'm gonna say with our jobs.
Oh. Okay. Do you have an enemy that you need to get out of your heart?
Okay. How about you first? You first.
Me first?
Yeah, 'cause you came ripe to speak today.
Yeah, you should be right to speak as well, Miss. Back from a fabulista trip.
Okay, I already gave him a little tease though, so you can go.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to name this enemy.
Okay.
Because that's part of the fun. Okay. Enemy number 1 at current is the cockblocker. The cockblocker! Okay. Picture this. You're having a lovely night out. You are free. You're dancing. Okay.
Where?
Is that important?
Yeah.
Okay. I was at Hot Dog,
Okay.
which is a gay party.
Now I can picture it.
You're free. You're living. You're dancing. You are at this party that you never get to go to because you're always sequestered. I taught someone at work that word the other day.
Smart.
You're often sequestered at work on Sunday evenings, but lo and behold, this glorious Sunday, you're free to explore, to field your oats among the gay community of Silver Lake.
Woo! Hot dog.
Literally. I'm living. I'm giving. I'm bouncing around from friends to strangers to everything. I meet this man. He's very, very handsome. Very handsome. And I was like, wow, that man's so handsome. And why would he ever want to talk to a little girl like me? And he did. And we were just chit-chattering away. I was like, is this man just being polite, or does he think I happen to be cute? So him and his friends and I all go to Akbar to finish off our evening.
By the way, my boyfriend said you're very handsome. So you are. You
Oh my
are.
God.
Believe it.
Oh my God. I'm falling over. My clothes are coming off. So we're at Akbar and we're sitting side by side, and one thing leads to another. We're kissing.
Oh my goodness.
And he's so handsome, this guy.
Hot.
Like, I'm just like, wow. And he's a very nice person.
Rare.
Rare, hot, nice. And then this guy who like had been floating around the circle. More than that, like we were like engaging him, like we were being friendly with this person, but we don't know him. Sits on the other side of my lover for the evening and starts like trying to like do stuff with him
While you guys are making out.
okay, we're not like making it at the moment, but we're like
Okay.
thighs touching, sitting next to each
Yes.
other, like,
Obviously
canoodling.
something's happening.
Exactly. And for the rest of the night would not like leave his other side except for like a few chance times, at which point we would like start making out again because
Yeah.
I was like, the time is now because we're in private.
Yes.
And this is like going on the whole night. And I'm just like, what the hell is happening? Like, this is like the one time I get to be sitting next to like a man who, I'll say it, out of my league, attractive.
Oh shit. Certified hot.
Certified hottie. And he wants to kiss me. And I'm like, what are you doing, sir? Like, politely, like, you're a nice guy and all, but go away. Like, leave me be.
The fucking nerve.
The nerve.
You guys are already making out. Like,
I'm like,
there's no room for
please,
him.
just let me have this win for once. So then at the end of the night, I stopped drinking like hours ago because I was like, I'm going to drive later. So I was like, I'm cutting myself off hours ago. So when we got to Akbar, I was not drinking, but they were all continually drinking. So unfortunately, I was like, okay, like I can't go home with this guy at this point.
Why?
Because he was like drunk.
Okay.
Not like falling over, but like
way drunker than you.
I was sober. At this point, I
Yes.
was sober. And so it
Okay.
just, I don't like that. Like, that
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
icky
yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's just like, even if like everything's like consensual and fine, it just feels
Mhm.
like I don't want to.
No, that's good. More
Um,
people should take that into account.
Yeah, just like, make another date.
Mhm.
So then his friend was like, look, I don't want you walking home alone because you're drunk. And like, why
Mhm.
should anyone walk home alone? You know?
Mhm.
I said, don't worry about him. I'll drive him home. I'll just
Okay.
drive him home.
Nice.
It's also, I did drive him home, but this is not the first time I've driven an older man home from Akbar. Just make sure he got home safely.
That's
I'm like,
funny.
who am I? Like, anyway,
You're the little fairy dream boy.
that drives people safely to their homes and says good night.
Hopefully, good night kiss, little number exchange,
Yes.
and a little see you later.
So we're like, okay, we're gonna go. I'm gonna walk back to my car.
Mhm.
The cockblocker. I was being nice to him because he was a nice guy, and he was like, I'm new here. I'm trying to make friends, which I'm like, hello, that's my vulnerability as well, queen. So he's like, let's exchange Instagrams because I'm like, this is the end of the night. Like, bye.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah,
bye.
yeah, yeah.
Nice to meet you. We'll stay in touch. Me and my lover are walking to my car, and the cockblocker comes with us.
No.
And I was like, what's happening here?
No.
So I was like, I asked him how he was getting home. He's like, I'm going to take an Uber. I was
Okay.
like, okay.
Thank God.
But then before he started walking with us, then he's walking with us. I'm like, what's going on here?
I'm
I'm thinking maybe he'll call his Uber from my car.
scared.
We get to my car and we're walking towards that. I unlock. I'm like, this is me, guys. Like, kind of just like
Yeah.
alerting him that
Yeah.
we're leaving. He gets in.
Are you joking?
He gets in the back seat. Like, before either of us even get in the car, he gets in the car. And I was like, what? Am I misunderstanding something here? Like, what is going on? And I think he had it in his mind like we were gonna like have a threesome or something.
No. Were they kissing at all?
No, like maybe like a peck here and there, but not because like it was like a polite thing. It was like
Okay.
that guy was like trying to, and he would
Okay.
kind of like,
Ew, that's
it was just
so
awkward.
awkward.
Like we were already in the midst of our thing, and like
Yeah.
why would you do that? No.
The audacity.
The audacity. I'm like, I would never like sidle up next to somebody else who's
our-
already making
yes.
out with someone.
And be like, you know who they need? Me.
Me. Like, I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. So he gets in the car and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So then I drive to the guy's house and I'm like, okay, have a good night.
Wait, I can't believe that you were like, I thought you were getting an Uber. Like,
I know.
what?
I don't know. I get so polite in these situations that I feel so awkward, like being like, get out of my car.
Yeah.
I think I said, oh, what are you doing?
And then what did he say?
I forget. Like he said
was
something.
he like,
I
oh,
was
can you give me a ride too?
No, because he didn't live anywhere near.
Ew, that's so annoying.
I know. And so then I drive to the guy's house, park, and he like starts kissing me goodnight. The other guy's just in the back of my car.
No.
He's kissing me goodnight. I'm like, can I get your Instagram or whatever? We're like doing the like,
Yeah,
exchanging
with an
info thing.
audience.
With an audience. And then he kisses me again, and I was like, and then he like gets out, and he's kind of hesitating. So I didn't know if he like wanted me to come in, but I already knew like I'm not because he's drunk. And
Yeah.
then the other guy, I think, is surprised that I'm not getting out of the car, like thinking it was a menage a trois. And then I was like, oh, you can like call your Uber from my car. Like, because he was just going to get out and like wait on this dark street alone. I was like, just call your Uber. Like, you can just sit here.
Sure.
And
yeah.
I hoped that like my lover would wait as well. And then he would go and then we could like say
Yeah.
goodnight in private.
Yeah. And then.
He's like, no, it's fine. I'll just do it out. You're getting so anxious. This
I know.
blanket.
I know.
He's like, no, I'll just do it from outside. So they both get out of the car. My guy goes to go inside, and then I'm just in my car, and he's standing on the curb calling his Uber. And then something happens, and he like invites himself inside.
Oh
So,
my God.
Who goes home alone in the situation? Me.
What the fuck?
And I was like, I have been bamboozled.
Oh my God, you really got hoodwinked.
I got hoodwinked.
Oh my God.
And to my enemy, I say, touche. Because I guess you got what you wanted. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Although I don't know what happened on the inside.
It's true, but what do you think you would do again if this were to happen again?
Thank you for asking me that.
Yes.
Because this is what we need to do. We need to practice. I need to know how to stick up for myself more. Next time I would say.
Should we do a play?
Okay. You be the cock blocker.
Am I when in the night is this? Is this earlier in the night or is this at the door?
No,
or am I getting into your car?
Where should it have stopped, really, is the question.
I think when he sat next to your man.
Yeah, but
while you guys were making out.
Because he wasn't a complete stranger, so it was like.
Okay, so how about when he gets in the car?
Okay, that's the moment. That's the moment where everything changed.
So you're driving your car.
No, we're not even in the car yet. We're walking to it.
Walking to the car. You unlock your thing.
Yeah.
And then I open the car door.
And you're in it, and I'm outside. Oh. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, I thought I'd come with you guys.
Oh, I'm just dropping him off at home. And then I'm going home. So I thought you were getting an Uber.
Oh, I kind of thought that you guys were going to have a threesome and I thought I could join.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think that's the vibe tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just see myself out.
Okay.
Good night.
Have a good night. Get home safe.
And scene. See how easy that he could have.
I know. It's so easy, but I don't know what it's about me. I get that's I've said before. On a first date, sometimes when I don't want to kiss the person, but I feel terrible saying no, so I just let them kiss me. You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Oh God.
But
hey, advocate for yourself.
Hey.
I want you to get the hot guy.
Me too.
The 12.
He was so cute.
Have you been DMing him at all?
And we've exchanged a couple messages.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You should say, yo, that guy last night was a wacko. Remember him?
Remember him?
Remember him? What was his name? He was weird.
I'm all for getting your consensual ass, but get it somewhere else. I was getting mine already. Come on. There's plenty of cutes there last night.
Go get your own cute.
Get your own cute.
Damn.
So that's my enemy, right? That's my enemy this week.
The cock blocker.
Yes.
I hate him. Yeah. He's also my enemy.
Thank you. No, you have a really
Was he hot or no?
I'm not commenting on that.
Okay, it's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
It's
irrelevant to the
actually.
story.
My enemy this week.
Yes.
The ship captain.
What's that sound?
So, my boyfriend and I, picture this.
That's how our enemy segment has to always start. Picture this. You're
with your boyfriend in paradise, Porto Escondido. And one of the things to do is go seek out the bioluminescent plankton at this lagoon.
Have you ever seen that in real life before?
No, never.
I have once.
Was it cool?
Yeah.
Could you really see it?
So picture this.
Yes.
A really brief picture this.
Okay.
High school, I'm with my friends. I take them to my grandparents' house in Long Island, and we decide we're going to go skinny dipping at night at the beach.
Sexy.
So we all...
I'm surprised at you. You would show your wiener to your friends?
We were hiding. I was hiding it. I was holding it. Whatever.
Okay.
It was dark.
Were you the only one holding it?
Oh my God. Can I tell the story?
Yes. Picture this.
Picture this. Oh. Now I can't remember if it was high school or if I was with my old roommates. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm with friends.
He's in Long Island.
We decide to go skinny dipping in Long Island.
At night.
At night. We run into the water, and then it looks like there's electric shocks happening in the water, so we freak out and run out.
Cool.
But in hindsight, it was oh, I guess that was bioluminescence.
Cool.
But what was it doing in Long Island? Does that exist there?
I think it just shows up sometimes.
Okay.
Certain times of year.
So in Porto Escondido.
So in Porto, I'm not gonna do the accent.
You were about to.
In Porto Escondido, one of the things to do is to check out the bioluminescent plankton on the lagoon. So it's the middle of the night. It's pitch black. We go to this lagoon, or we show up to this random spot in the middle of town. This van opens its door to us. We hop into the car. No one speaks a lick of English. There are 4 other tourists there.
Okay.
And We're the only English speakers there, so it's just us. And then
Did you think you were gonna get kidnapped at all?
a little,
Remember when?
because it was like it was like this WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
and
when we
then-
thought we were gonna get kidnapped in Mykonos?
Oh,
I really for a second thought we
yes.
were getting trafficked.
When we were getting off the ferry in Mykonos, somebody was just like, "Yeah, you want to ride?"
There's
And
a
we're
bunch
just
of
like,
people-
"Might as well."
Yeah. A bunch of people are out there being like, want to ride, and you're like,
And
okay.
normally you're not supposed to do that, but I guess we were just like, "Yeah, why not?"
Yeah, I don't know why we said
And then
yes.
they had us like write our names down and
And
like our
sign.
passport numbers
Yeah.
and shit. And we're like, wait, why do they need this much information?
And it was a man driving and like a woman who was doing all of the work.
yeah, so it was like she was the Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Anyway.
turns out though that that's just the law in Greece. Like you have to like do that. Whatever.
Yeah.
It
We're
was
here
scary.
now.
It
We're
was
here
scary,
now. And he was like brawny and big, and she was like scary and like small. Anyways, so we are in this white van in the middle of the
On
night.
a white van.
Yeah, and then we drive to this like really sketchy looking dock, and then we go down, and then there's this tin boat. So we head on to it,
My white van and my tin boat.
and then we are slowly.
Wait. The boat. How many people are on it? This is important.
So there's 6 people. 6 tourists and 1 captain. So
Okay.
7 people, I
and
guess.
is it like just like a rowboat or is there like an
No, there's a motor, but the entire thing is metal, and it had already rained earlier in the night, and I sat down on one of the seats and immediately got completely soaked. And then there's like a little metal awning, so I just like head under that. And then the captain's like, "Okay, vamonos." He doesn't say that.
Oh my god.
And we start slowly going into the middle of the lake, and it's pitch black.
Like no light pollution.
There is no light pollution. There's no city. So there's no like lights on the horizon. There's no moon because there's a cloud cover.
Oh.
So the water's pitch black. There's just like a dim tree line in the back that looks really blurry. And there are other boats on the water, like also looking for bioluminescence, but you have to see them in the dark. So here's how they do to avoid each other. The other boats to avoid each other, they just like shine flashlights every once in a while.
Oh gosh.
So like every now and then there'd be like a flashlight beam from like way over there. Yeah, so we're like, okay, so then he drives us out to the middle of the lake, and he's like, "Okay, here it is." And we're like, "What?" And then he's like, "Okay, just like swish your hands in the water a little bit." And it's like so dim, like you can't even see it.
Really?
It was so lackluster.
No.
I was like, this sucks.
Do you think it's because the moon was covered? Like, would it be brighter if the moon?
Apparently the moon makes it even like less. Yeah, so I feel like it's just like the time of year or something.
You just got unlucky.
The plankton weren't feeling it.
They weren't feeling lit.
The plankton were tired. They're like, leave us alone.
We've bioluminesced enough.
Yeah, for you.
Title of that.
We give and give
We've bioluminesced enough.
enough. So we're like kind of splashing. I'm like, is like, do we have to pay for this? And then he's like, yeah, I think we do. And then it starts like raining a little bit, and it's like kind of cool. You can see like the little plops of rain in the water, and
Is
the,
it
like
bioluminescing?
yeah, it's like lighting up a little bit. Like once your eyes start to adjust, and then it starts like pouring rain, and I'm like under the awning. It doesn't matter. I'm completely soaked.
Oh my god.
And the wind starts like picking up, and the clouds like start to sink onto the water. So it's like you can't see anything. It's just like fog.
Nar.
And it's like waves and wind and gusts of rain.
Waves?
Yeah. And then it's like thundering like really often, and then the lightning starts. And it starts becoming like really rapid.
That's
like,
a different kind of bioluminescence.
yeah. Say that.
Say that again.
That. And then it starts lightning so close to us that the entire area like flashes white for a second. Like I've never been to so close
I've never
to
been
lightning.
to lightning before.
I've never been to lightning before, and it turns out scary. And it just felt like any second, like it's about to strike the metal boat that we're on in the middle of the water. So naturally, me and my boyfriend start freaking out.
What do you do in that situation? Because it's not even good to be like your body in the water.
Oh, I'll tell you what the other tourists did. They got their life jackets on and headed into the lagoon.
To like swim away to safety?
No, to swim with the plankton.
What the hell?
And then the captain, he could speak English a little bit. Like he's like, "Are you going to swim?" And we're like,
What was
"No!"
that accent?
I didn't want to do like a faux Spanish accent, so I just did a nondescript one. And he's like, "Are you gonna swim?" We're like, "No, we're in a tropical storm right now." And he's like, tourist or whatever. And then it just like starts getting really fucking scary, and these people are just kind of like splashing around in the water, and it's like you can't even see shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Also, it's pouring. Still?
It's pouring.
What
It's
the
like
hell?
consistently pouring. We're completely soaked. Like, it's not fun, and it's starting to get cold. And
I would have gotten very, very cranky
oh, I was cranky.
and scared.
I was so scared. And then we finally like started yelling at him because like the lightning wouldn't stop, and it was like getting really scary. Like, we're on a metal boat in the middle of water. Like, I was like, we're gonna get electrocuted.
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna die.
Of course.
And then for some plankton.
First, I'm plankton that you barely saw.
Yeah, not worth it.
Not worth it at
Not
all.
a cool death at all.
No.
So then, like, finally, my boyfriend, like, kind of raises his voice and, like, gets kind of scary. And he's, like, a foot taller than everybody.
He pulled his mail card.
Yeah, he pulled his mail card. Thank God. And then finally, the captain, like, drives back. And I'm, like, shaking the whole time because I'm, like, cold.
Was he
but
not freaked
also
out
scared.
at all, the captain?
No.
He wasn't scared about the lightning?
No, he kind of was just like, ugh, like, these people are so annoying.
I'm like, aren't you scared for your life, sir?
I guess not. And then we sent a very Karen message to the WhatsApp number.
No.
And we're like, we're not going to be paying for this. And then they responded, okay, if you feel that way.
They made you feel like an idiot. Okay, fine.
And then we just like walked home in the rain.
Oh my God.
It was so
What a floppy
it
on a
was
night.
so flop. We were so grumpy.
Uh-uh.
Oh my God. And then we were like, is the power outage going to happen again tonight?
Oh my God.
Next to the fucking haunted resort?
I don't know about this.
It was so scary.
How does it compare to where you were staying when you went for the wedding?
Well, for the wedding, so
Where
went.
was that?
It's an hour north of where we
Oh,
were.
okay.
Yeah. So for the wedding, we stayed at this like gorgeous
I
mansion, and we didn't leave the place the
Right,
entire
right.
time. And there was like, except to go whale watching.
Right.
Yeah. And so then after this Airbnb, we went to the center of town for the most beautiful luxury Airbnb experience ever. It was so nice.
And so now you're broke.
Well, he paid for it. I love you, baby.
Oh my God, this poor guy. He's gonna need a sugar daddy
Oh my God.
to fund your relationship.
But it was amazing. It was like just the two of us in this like gorgeous. We had our own pool. Like literally the second the woman left to like show us everything, we like took all our clothes off and started fucking in the middle of the pool. It was so hot.
Wait, I feel like. Sorry, this officially
Yes.
concludes our enemies segment for the week.
Yeah, I think that's all of my enemies.
Yeah, because I want to hear about your trip. I don't want it to like bleed into that negativity.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Like
That
let's-
was low
let's keep-
vibrational,
Yeah.
and now we're high vibrational.
Let's keep the trip precious. You know, the
Mhm.
beauty of it
Mhm.
away from our enemies,
Mm-hmm.
the cockblocker and the captain.
Hate you. Put our lives in danger. Never forgive you for
Yeah.
that.
Both our enemies put our lives in danger. I'm kidding. Do you want to talk about the trip now?
Yeah.
Do you want to just do it, or do you want me to Barbara Walters it?
Yeah, Barbara Walters me.
Okay, let me Barbara Walters you.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
Yes.
So, this evening I have with me on the podcast, I'm sorry, on the show for a tell-all interview, the starlet Andrea Lee Christensen, to tell us about her fabulous trip to Mexico with her hot boyfriend. Andrea,
Yes.
thank you for coming into the space with me.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me, I'm going to be asking you
I've dreamt
also-
about this all my life.
Oh, that's very sweet. That's very sweet. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions to get a good sense of the trip for our listeners.
Yeah, my publicist said you would say that.
Yes, I would say that. So, where is the craziest place you had sex on the trip?
Nowhere that crazy.
Okay, what
Just
was the
in the
craziest
pool.
time that you had sex?
Mm.
How many times did you have sex?
We had sex a lot.
Like multiple
probably
times
twice
every
a
day?
day.
Okay.
Every day. One or two times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did he eventually stop?
Never.
Never?
He's very virile. He's got great stamina.
Oh my god.
I'll tell you the hottest, craziest time.
Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what we want to know.
Okay. So we were splashing around in our private pool. And he was like standing up with his he was standing up on the pool like steps.
Was he naked?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started giving him a little BJ.
Uh-huh.
And then and I was like really licking his taint.
Really?
It was so clean, you
Yeah.
know. You're in the pool.
Right. Salt water or chlorine?
Chlorine.
Oh, okay.
But it just felt right. It just felt right.
Did he really lose his mind about
he
that?
really liked that. He loved it.
He loved it. That's what you just said.
Okay, so the way that our Airbnb was
I want someone to lick my taint in a pool in Mexico.
there's kind of like a gangplank that goes over the pool
Gangplank.
to the living area.
Huh?
So right when he was about to bust from this BJ, I leaned onto the gangplank in doggy and I was like, put it in. And then
That's crazy.
when he was about to bust, I turned back around and put it in my mouth. And then he was still hard and I was like, I want more. So then
Stop.
he sat on to the pool step and then I straddled him in the water and it was like kind of like riding him, like grinding. And then he like stepped one step out of the water. He sat one step out of the water. So it was just like at the pool edge for a long time, like Lotus style, very hot and intimate.
Style?
When
What
you're
is
like
that?
both sitting, but your like legs are wrapped around each other.
I love that.
Very hot.
Yeah.
And then we moved to the couch to finish.
You hadn't finished yet?
He already finished.
In your
Yeah. But then I needed to finish.
Right.
And then I came and then he came again. It was so hot, you guys.
Oh my god, I am officially sweating.
Me too.
It is so wow, you're like a horny little teenagers.
Yeah, we really are. Yesterday I was like, we can't bang because I'm on my period and it kind of hurts. So I'm just gonna let's take a little breather. So, but we were like cuddling in bed. And you know when you say you can't do something that
You
makes
just
you want to
wanna
do
do
it
it
more.
more.
So we were kind of like mindless amoebas, just like rubbing and getting horny.
Dry humping again?
So dry humping really dry humping, and then it's just like
Just do it.
just freaking do it. And then we ended up fucking for like 2 hours. Like we kept trying to like be like, no, we have to move on with our day. We have to move on with our day. Like, let's go. And then we just like couldn't. And then for the rest of the day, since we had fucked for so long and so vigorously, I was just like kind of wandering around in a daze. Like I was grocery shopping at Whole Foods, just kind of like la la la.
I want a
la,
love
la,
like
la.
that.
I don't
Somebody find me a love like that. I want to be like a little bunny rabbit.
Yeah, I want that for you.
Yeah, I want that for me as well.
Hey, maybe that hot guy that you're making out with last night.
No,
No.
he's married.
He's married?
Yeah, of course. All of them are married. All of them have boyfriends. Tell me when I've been with someone who's single.
Maybe
Tell me when.
the trick is you have to snatch someone up like right when they become single because they're already in relationship mode.
Clearly.
You know?
Yeah. Tell me when I've met someone single.
You did meet that guy that you went on a date with, but he was boring.
Oh, right. I forgot about him already.
Exactly. So sad. Yeah.
Wow. I feel like
Mexico.
there's like nothing else I need to know almost.
Yeah.
My other question was going to be like, what's the best thing you ate? But like, who cares? To be honest, no offense.
Oh, it's okay. Mexico
Can
City.
we go to Mexico City? Next time we go to Mexico City, can we go together?
Yeah, but I think we should go to the beach too.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the end of it,
I
I was
just
just
love
kind of
Mexico
like,
City.
I love Mexico City too, but at the end of the day, it's kind of just like a city. But
I know.
I feel like the beach. Okay, so when we were staying at the scary Airbnb, it was kind of like, what is this place? Like, there's like the roads are still like kind of unpaved. Like it's kind of like spread out. We did rent a scooter so we could go everywhere. But it's just kind of like it's not giving. But then when we moved to the nice Airbnb in town, it was like
giving.
it was like, oh, we could live here for like a month.
But that one's not on the beach.
It's like a 2-minute walk to the beach.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's like you walk down this dirt road
Okay, so
for
then
a
why'd you stay in the
second.
scary one to begin with at all?
The other one was really expensive.
Oh.
Yeah. But I think it was more a location thing.
Mm.
Yeah. It was just kind of like, oh, like you go to all the restaurants in bikinis or like swimsuits.
I like that. That's
People
fun.
like don't wear shoes. Like it's like so chill. And everybody's like sexy.
I love
like
that.
young and sexy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Yeah, definitely.
I saw someone walking around without shoes the other day where I live.
Kind of different.
Kind of different. And like he was like someone who looked like he like lived there. He just like wasn't wearing shoes. You know how it is where I live?
Yeah.
It's very like hippy dippy in a way. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like rich hippies.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember that time we were going on a hike there before I lived there or a walk, and that weird man ran
Yeah.
up to us shirtless and was like
What was he saying?
something about like literally something about like hugging trees and like energy.
Okay.
What a freak.
Freak.
And this guy was just like, his whole outfit was normal. He just wasn't wearing shoes. And he was just like walking.
This just makes me
It's like,
nervous.
what are you
Like I
doing?
feel like there's like broken nails.
There,
and, like
we
glass
do live in
everywhere.
a city at the end of the day.
At the end of
Like,
the
what are
day.
you doing, freak?
So did you
You just went somewhere else. Where'd you go?
I just wanted to know about your
In your
pop
mind, I
culture
meant.
recommendations.
Oh no, I have to tell you something else before that.
Okay. Tell me.
So the other day, well, first, before I say this, I'll say
A preface.
the preface. There have been some gay people that are really liking the podcast recently. So much so that one of them asked me out in DM.
Oh, really?
I sent that to you, a screenshot.
Oh.
Which I applaud the forthrightness. I will say I feel a little strange about going out with someone who's
Fucking a
listened to
fan?
this podcast. I don't know if they're a fan, but they've heard it. Because I'm like, you know everything about, well, not everything about me, but you know too much about me. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, that's good.
No, I don't know. Whatever.
You know.
But I did feel like, you know, famous for 10 seconds.
Love it.
Yeah, it's so a brush with fame for 10 seconds. Really special.
Well, you're really getting your like fame education. You know, you have your
Stop,
haters.
stop. I am.
You have
getting my
your
fame
lovers.
education before I'm actually famous.
It's good. So to
I'll be
experience it on a
prepared.
small scale.
Yeah, on a very
before-
small scale, yeah.
Exactly.
A minuscule scale. So
Okay, you don't have to say that. It's not
you're
that
right.
minuscule.
A small scale.
A little scale.
So I've been feeling like, wow, okay, loving these like little attention. And there was this guy that I've met in real life, friend of a friend, I'll say. And we follow each other on Instagram. We send DMs every now and then. He listens to the pod
Love it.
every now and then.
Hot.
And we were just like,
I mean, you should be listening every time.
right.
but-
I'm at the cafe, just like doing my work. You know how I am. And I'm feeling a little like writer's block this day, right?
Okay.
So I'm not really as focused as on my work. And I'm fielding texts, some DMs, and this guy's DMing me, and we're chattering, and then one thing leads to another, and it tiptoes over to a sexual nature. And I was like, I thought this might happen, because like I thought like there was a vibe.
Okay.
And I was kind of like waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Okay.
Like, and it was dropping in the middle of the cafe. And so I'm like messaging him back, and we're like starting to like sext essentially. And I'm like, this is when a privacy screen would come in handy. So I have my brightness turned all the way down up under the table, like just like sending something.
Do you want to give us a little taste?
No, I mean, it was a salacious photo.
A photo?
From the archives.
Oh.
Not like in the moment.
I like to take fresh nudes personally.
Well, I was in the
because
cafe.
each one is special.
I was in a cafe. I can't
Could
be
go to
taking
the
nudes.
bathroom.
So I'm getting horny-ana. Like, horned up.
You're
Like,
getting a boner.
yeah. And I was like, this is so bad right now. Like, I can't. Like, I'm in public. Why am I entertaining this? I'm supposed to be writing. Like, I came here to work. And I'm like telling him this is fun. Like, I am working right now. I'm gonna have to like get to this later. Like, he's like, yeah, enjoy writing, like whatever. So I put my phone away, and I'm like, okay, focus. Trying to write something.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm so horny. Like, you know, once you like cross over,
Yeah.
it's like you're horny a little bit.
Horny brain.
Someone entertains it, and then there you cross over, and there's
Uh-huh.
no going back until
Yeah.
after you come.
Yeah, you just gotta bust.
You have to bust.
to get it out.
And I was like, oh my God, am I really about to leave this cafe right now, drive home just to masturbate? And I did.
Oh my god.
Because I was like, I'm gone. Like, I'm not getting any work done at this point. Like, it's over and complete. Like, I'm finished. And then
so
I like go home, and I was like, I'm home now. So then we amped it up. And it sent me somewhere else. Like, it was so good. Like, I don't know.
Oh
you
my
know?
goodness.
I think because there was so much build up, like foreplay
Oh my god.
into this moment, that I just really enjoyed myself.
Are you gonna meet him in real life?
Yeah.
Does he live here?
Yeah.
Do you guys have something set up?
Tentatively.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait for you guys to come
Together
in each other's mouths.
Oh my God. So I've been feeling like a little bit of a sexual creature the past few weeks. No, the past week.
Good.
Sexual creature.
I am happy for you. It's horny season.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know.
It's cuffing season.
I know. I don't know what happened, but something happened, and all of the sexual critters are like coming for me right now.
It's John Anthony time.
Yeah.
It's
Sexual
John Anthony
critters
time.
sounds like STDs, but that's not what I meant.
We know what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good segue into my culture recommendation.
Okay, let's do it.
Which will be also your culture recommendation, I think, as well. At least one of them.
Oh, of course.
So, but
it's
let me
our
talk
girl.
about it. Let me talk about
Okay.
it. It's our new girl.
Okay, she's my girl first.
She was her girl first.
I was in her music video.
What?
Good Hurt. Check it out.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that why you went to the show?
No.
What?
No, I was in her music video like a long time ago, like 2017.
Okay.
When she was like a different vibe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, should we say her name now?
Chappell
Roan! Oh my God.
We
like,
love her.
I truly, every person I talked to this week, I've been like, do you know Chappell Roan? Like, I am actually like, I'm out here doing like missionary
Spreading
work.
the gospel.
Like for her, just so you know.
Word of mouth, word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
This is what we need you guys to do for us.
Yes, you have to be spreading. Have you heard Horny for Love? You have to be doing that.
Yeah, guys, I have this insane new podcast.
It's
Horny for Love.
It's kooky and beautiful.
And horny and
Silly.
Goofy, haha.
Chappell Roan's album,
The Rise and Fall of a Midwestern Princess. Amazing name.
An incredible title. And okay, backstory. Andrea saw her in concert earlier this year. She was like, you have to listen to this girl. I think you're going to be obsessed. And I was like, okay, I'll get to it eventually. And I didn't. And then someone else said something and I was like, oh, will everyone please stop talking to me about this girl?
Culture?
Maybe, but no, it was in real life someone.
Okay,
and I was like, okay, fine. I need to just listen to the song My Kink is Karma.
I
Just get it out
love
of the
My
way.
Kink is Karma.
This was like months and months ago. So
Okay.
I put it on while I'm driving and I'm
Yeah.
like, what a banger!
Pink
Yeah.
is Karma.
And I was
Okay.
like, wow. And the lyrics are so like witty as well.
So fun.
So I don't know what I was expecting out of the album, but the album cover itself, I was like, I'm sold. Like
so good.
she's in like pseudo drag makeup and like hyper pageant, like Midwestern pageant girl.
Yes.
And well, I like was not prepared because like she is so good. It's like Charlie XCX meets like Lady Gaga meets like Stick With Me, Sheryl Crow. Like there's like certain points where she's like talking.
Yeah.
During and there's like
chanting.
you know that song All I Wanna Do Is Have Some Fun. You know that song?
Sure.
But there's this segment where she's talking and she's kind of like talking like upbeat, like with the beat and like saying something silly.
I love when she talks.
And Chappell Roan does that so much like on this album
Yeah.
and it's so brilliant. My best description for it is like I told Zoe because I was like, Zoe.
Oh,
you
she'd love it.
I was like, this is going to be your favorite musician. Like literally, I can't think of a more perfect like pop star for you to be obsessed with because I was like, this girl is giving like Columbia from Rocky Horror as a pop star.
Yes, it is exactly
That's
that.
it. It's like strong Rocky Horror energy.
Yes.
Like if she
like
became a
everything
pop
is
star,
very fun.
it's fun.
It's campy. It's
sexy.
sexy, queer.
Yes.
Pop.
Naked in Manhattan.
I have been screaming about how much I love Naked in Manhattan.
Touch me.
It's
That's Rocky Horror.
That's Rocky Horror. It's kind of playing on Rocky Horror.
Yeah, in that way. If I had her right here on the couch, I'd be like, how influenced are you by Rocky Horror?
I mean, 100%.
I need to know.
Oh my God.
Hot to Go is my favorite right now, though.
HOTTOTO.
You can take me hot to go.
So good.
Fun. Like, wow. Guilty pleasure.
So fun.
I mean, everything on
I
the album's
love-
good.
Wait, guilty pleasure?
It's the last song in the album.
Oh,
Because you're my
I like-
guilty pleasure.
I actually don't love that one.
Really?
I love Picture You.
Do you like all the sad ones?
I love Coffee.
Yeah. I like all the
I
upbeat
love.
ones.
Wait.
My
what's-
Kink is Karma.
Oh, but
Avi.
us, OG fans have been listening.
We've been listening.
To
Like
those.
that one's the one. Yeah.
Naked Manhattan, Kink is
Brilliant.
Karma.
A
I
Hot to
like-
Go is my favorite.
The bridge on Red Wine Supernova.
Yeah, that one's fun.
Baby, let's get freaky.
Freaky,
Let's
let's
make this bed get squeaky.
Hey, I
So
heard-
good.
She says things like that. She's like, "Hey, I heard you like magic. Well, I've got a wand and a rabbit.
So good.
Let's
She-
get creaky. Let's get squeaky."
Do you like Pink Pony Club?
Oh my god, that one's a little crazy for me, but it's
What?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love that
no,
one.
I love it too. It's like the most camp.
I like Feminine Nomenon.
Yeah.
think
Zoe
it's
was saying
fun.
when she was listening to that, she was like, it was slow, and she's like, oh, I didn't want to listen to a slow song, and I wanted to like,
No,
I
it
wanted
picks
to
up.
get faster, and then as she was thinking that, she like did it, because it's like in the song, very
Yeah.
she's like,
She psychs you out.
She psychs you out.
you out.
it's brilliant. I think the album's brilliant. I'm so excited by her. I think
Mm-hmm.
like it does make me feel like I don't know, like Lady Gaga in terms of like just being avant-garde.
Yes, of being theatrical.
Being a theatrical pop star, and I'm like, wow, I can't wait to see where this takes her because
she's just at the beginning.
she's at the beginning, and if she keeps doing shit like this, like I will be a forever fan.
I love her.
Wow.
Wow. Great voice. Great voice.
And a great voice.
And she sounds the exact same live.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I know.
Where has she been? I mean, she's young, but like,
well,
what was
so
she up to?
She was like one of those YouTube people that got, when she was a kid, got like plucked by like some record company, and they like developed her for a few years so she could like find her sound. And then she came out with an EP that was like very like sad girl, like sad school girl vibes.
Yeah.
But and then I think it just like wasn't successful or commercial. And then they dropped her. And then she like, you know, I think took a few years to like find out who she is. And then like wrote that song California, which I love. And then, you know, Pink Pony Club and things just like exploded.
Pink Pony Club was a single.
Yeah, I think she just needed to find like
she's
her
like,
thing,
yeah,
and like
she's
people like her, you know.
A freak.
Yeah. And we love
and
freaks.
We love that. I'm like, was she a theater kid?
I don't know. I feel like she wasn't in school for very long.
Like a high school?
But I want to say yes.
I mean, I feel like how could you not?
Yeah.
I need to talk to her. I have so many questions. Chappell, if you're listening.
Chappell, we love you.
Open invitation to come on the pod.
I'm sorry if I got any of your biography wrong. It's just what I've gathered, what I've gleaned since I was in your music video. Good hurt.
I just keep thinking about Naked in Manhattan.
Naked in Manhattan is so good.
And she's talking, it's like about like hooking up with a girl for the first time, it seems like.
Yeah, it's like her high school friend.
Yeah, something, because she's like, oh my God, I've never done this before. Like, we could go to hell, but I think we'll be fine.
That's my favorite line.
Yeah. Oh no.
Could go to hell, but we'll probably be fine.
I forget what song it's in, but she's like, oh, I think it's Hot to Go at the beginning. She's like, it's all in my head, but I want nonfiction.
Yeah.
I love that line.
So good.
And that song just feels very Columbia from Rocky Horror to me. It's like she's like a little like crazy.
Yeah. So y'all gotta listen, all right?
Yeah.
And what's your second recommendation?
Oh, do you have anything separate?
No.
I mean, I
have
something.
We haven't been doing anything.
Sorry. I'll say another thing.
Yeah.
I've been binge watching. Okay, I'm a Real Housewives fan, which you've never seen.
Okay.
But all the people out there have been talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. It's on its 8th season's coming out this year. But I always was like, meh, like Potomac. Where is that? Who cares?
Where is it?
It's like
Pennsylvania?
No. It's like DC area. Like
Ew.
the Potomac River.
I don't know about that.
I was like, I don't want to watch that. But consistently, everybody who watches Housewives have said, this is the best franchise. Just trust me. It's the best one. And I think it was when I got sick a few weeks ago, I was like, I need to watch something that I can just like be mindless for. I turned it on then, and I'm already at season 7.
What the fuck?
It is so good. Like from the beginning, it's so rare that like from the beginning and then every season is like good. There's like no miss. Like the drama is there always. It's great. Like, oh my God, wow. So if you are like wanting to dip your toes into Real Housewives franchise, like that's the one.
Okay.
That's the one. Go for it.
I don't know why you felt like you had to do that off.
I know.
Off pod.
Sorry, I introduced burping last episode, and
yeah, it's part of the canon now.
Yeah. If anyone does watch and is wondering who I align with or who I love, I'm an Ashley Darby girl. Ashley Darby.
Okay, and for those of you who don't watch Housewives,
well, you didn't come to the table with any recs, so any culture recs.
What did we watch?
You're not reading any books.
Oh. I have become I talked about this last time, but I have become so obsessed with that fantasy novel that I've been reading.
Oh, you did talk about
The Traitor Baru Cormorant. And did
you finish yet?
So I finished the sequel, The Monster Baru Cormorant, on the trip, and I brought another book, Easton Ellis's The Shards on the trip with
is that
me
the same author?
because no, it's Bret Easton Ellis.
I don't know who that is.
You don't American Psycho?
Oh.
Less Than Zero, Rules of Attraction.
Okay.
Anyway, it's famous. Anyways, any literati would know that.
I'm not one.
Oh, okay.
I write, and you'd think I read a lot, but
He just watches Housewives.
oh my god, in my downtime.
Wait, I forgot to ask you how that meeting went with my coworker.
Oh, it went well.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe more theater in the works. That's just a little tease, a little insider scoop. And so instead of reading the other book that I brought, I downloaded the last book on my phone, and I'm thinking about getting it in person too, just to have 3. I mean, the 3, you know.
So what do you like about this trilogy so much?
Oh my god, I'm just obsessed with it. I just need to know what happens. It's like a freaking saga. So it's this islander girl who, as a kid, this like big nation comes and takes over her island and, you know, releases plague onto it and like
down.
And like makes them open trading into their like whatever, like switches their currency, whatever, you know, colonizes it. Yes, that's the word.
Go.
There it is. There, yeah.
Like, this is sounding oddly familiar.
So then she decides, I'm gonna bring them down. Oh, by the way, she has 2 fathers.
Right.
And
And
a
she's
mother.
a lesbian,
and
right?
they all.
Oh wait,
yeah.
she has a mom too. Last time you said she just had 2 dads.
She does have 2 dads, and a mom. They're all just kind of like an islander happy family.
Oh, see, last time you said it was like a nation of gays where everyone was gay.
She is gay.
I know, and her dads.
I think
are
everyone's
gay.
kind of gay.
But
The
then
world.
how does she have a mom?
She has to come from somewhere.
Well, I thought maybe there's different rules in this world. Maybe 2 gays could reproduce.
I think it's like 3 of them in the family. But I think only the dads are in love. But I'm not sure. But anyways, so
okay, it's giving Polly.
and then one of her dads disappears.
Oh.
And then the colonizers are trying to be like, well, that's how it should be anyway.
Oh my god.
And then
hate
she just
crime.
never sees the dad again.
He's got to make a reappearance. I'm guessing.
Well, at the end of the second book, we kind of find out that they've been sequestering him away.
That's the word of the day.
Yes. Anyway, I'm just obsessed with it. It's like very political intrigue, not fantasy traditionally like dragons and shit, but it's like, you know, a whole other planet, a whole other world. She's on a mission to tear down this country from the inside.
Go her radical vibes. Hunger Games meets being gay.
Meets Game of Thrones, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and it's very like.
Oh yeah. Wait, fantasy in terms of like Game of Thrones olden times, or like future?
It's like kind of steampunk world.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not like medieval, but it's not like they have modern technology.
Right.
They're like
steampunk.
they're
vibes.
still doing ships. You know.
They're still doing ships.
Yeah.
They're still on that.
Yeah, and like carriages.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow.
Super good.
So if you guys like care about us or trust us at all, like you should be taking these seriously.
This book does kind of actively punish you as you're reading it because it's just like introducing new terms left and right, and you're just like, why?
Oh, I can't. I don't know if I can do that. That stuff bogs me down.
Yeah, I don't think that you should read it.
Look, I'm you now. I just found myself doing this.
Yeah.
Wait.
But other books I have lined up is Death Valley, the new Melissa Broder book, and Julia Fox's memoir, which I feel like is getting good reviews.
I feel like it will be good.
I think she has a crazy life.
I was really turned off by her when she came onto the scene.
I know. Are you kind of like turning around on that?
Yeah.
I think you are too.
Yeah.
I think she's a visionary.
Fascinating to me.
She's a visionary.
I think I just was turned off by the Kanye association just because
I think that's just like a blip in her life.
I know, but that's when she came into my awareness, and so I was like, and the Uncut Gems thing, and I was just like, who is this girl? But now that she's, continued to blossom in the public eye, I'm like, she seems pretty cool.
I think she, doesn't think like anyone else and is definitely very singular. So I am for the girl.
Coolly.
If she cares.
Hey, I did just send you a picture of her in DMs.
I think she slays every look.
That outfit was great. I loved her hair a lot in that picture.
She's a visionary.
Yeah.
And she has a singular outlook. Okay. Let's do the last segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glimmer
Yeah.
Let's get freaky and make this bed get squeaky.
Yeah. So this is
no, I say this time. You said all of the other segments.
Okay, Jesus Christmas.
Christmas, can't wait.
Wait, my boyfriend's coming home with me for Christmas. Isn't that exciting?
Mage.
Very mage.
Hopefully it goes better than when your mom was here
Wait,
last.
this is what I wanted to say. He is going to a wedding in 2 weeks in his hometown.
Without you?
And his ex-girlfriend's going to be there.
Oh, right. You told me this. You're not going.
I'm not going.
Don't go.
No, I'm not invited.
Oh.
So I can't go.
It's for the best.
It's for the best, but I'm also like, I don't love it.
No, of course. I mean, it would be weird if you loved it.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. It's chill.
It's chill vibes, cool vibes.
But I don't love it.
Right.
And I just have to say that.
Okay. I'm sensing a future enemy in the enemy.
No.
section.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Unless.
Well, anyway, this segment's all about positivity, and Glimmer of Hope is a segment we do at the end of every episode where we talk about what's getting us through life, what's making us happy, what's making us feel like life is moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
What have you got?
My crowdfunding campaign for my short
Did you start
film.
it yet?
So it's been approved. I just
Okay.
have to launch it, and we're hopefully launching it this week, tomorrow when you guys are listening, Friday. But I'm so scared.
I know.
I'm really scared. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm kind of like going about it alone. Like,
Well, what are the producers saying? I thought this was supposed to be positive.
I know. I just wanted to say that I'm scared.
Yeah.
And I hope I do raise the money. And if I don't, it'll be really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say no. I mean, it'll feel embarrassing to you. I mean, I don't think people will be like, that's embarrassing.
That I didn't get the money.
Yeah. Because I think in that regard, people aren't thinking about other people like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I just wish I knew more rich people
Yeah.
that were willing
it's
to
a constant
give.
struggle.
And I feel like when it's like a man asking, like a young man asking like an older rich guy for money, it's like, oh, you're my like protege. Like,
Right.
yeah, I'll help you out. I see myself in you. But when it's like a young woman asking these often rich men
Right.
for money, it's kind of like sexual in nature.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, there's that element of it.
Where
And
it can't
it's like,
be it's viewed as professional.
yeah, and it's like no strings attached.
Yeah. Which
You
is
know?
kind of what the movie's about.
It's kind of what the movie's about. Yes. Anyway, so looking forward to getting the money
Yeah.
for my short film so we can make it reality.
And there was just an image released. Check it out.
Yeah. Do you like it?
I do. I shared
Yay.
it.
Thank you.
You saw me share it.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's very sweet.
It's
All of my
it was
friends
engaging.
sharing it.
Beautiful.
Thank
Proud.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
King.
That's your Glimmer.
Yeah, looking forward to raising money for this.
My Glimmer, I'm hoping this sexual momentum continues. I'm excited to see what can happen. I'm going to San Francisco at the beginning of November, the very first weekend of November, for my friend's birthday, and I'm very excited to see all my friends again, to go out. He's having a Spice Girls themed birthday party.
Who are you?
I don't know. I mean, you don't have to dress up as like a specific Spice Girl. You could create your own Spice Girl. You could dress up as a Spice. I think the party's like called Spice Up Your Life or something like that.
Oh my God. You should do the Spice from Dune.
No, I think I'll do like a Spice Girl adjacent outfit, and
Okay.
I'm thinking wig.
Wig. You
'Cause
do have a wig.
I-
You could be
The
ginger.
ginger wig. I'm thinking it's time to break her out.
Ginger spice.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
If we go to Chappell Roan's concert, do I dress up like Chappell Roan
Yeah.
with my wig?
That would be kind of bonkers.
I
but
know,
I think
but it'd
she'd
be
love
like,
it.
she'd love it.
She'd love it.
And like do like the makeup like from the album cover. You know what I mean?
yeah, and the dress.
No, I'll probably just wear what I have. I don't know.
Yeah, it's for Girl Fall.
Yeah, I
after
can't
all.
be buying all these things. But just like have the wig, you know?
Yeah, and it'd be a shame not
It'd
to
be
use it.
such a sham.
What are you gonna be for Halloween?
I don't think I'm doing Halloween this year
Why?
because I'm sure I'll be working all weekend. And the club thing, never mind. This is too specific.
Yeah. Off pod.
Off pod.
Well, we
Okay.
love you guys.
We love you so much. We hope that this week you get to get freaky and make your beds get squeaky.
Yeah, with people that aren't cock blocking you.
And people that you really think are sexy.
What if you did have a threesome with them,
I know. It crossed my mind. I was like, if this is how it has to be, should I just go for it?
but the other one
But
wasn't
the
cute?
factor was also that I was the only sober one still. So it was still just like not going to happen.
Oh, got it.
And I don't think I could have a threesome sober with people. Like,
It would have to be you get in there and then take a few shots to also get drunk.
yeah.
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 Anyways, too many more threesomes in your future.
If you so choose that path.
This has been Horny for Love.
Thank